was a really cool quest.
How are you feeling?
And also, I think that's probably the fight where we get his signature arc.
There were so many of them. Boy, was that a lot of work.
The kid had a lot of plans growing out of him with their roots deep inside him. Which is why we found him in such bad shape. Thank God it wasn't life-threatening, though.
Yep, thank God is right.
We still need to wrap things up here. Are you still good?
I'm not good. I can't breathe. Skia, you gotta bring a gurney here and carry me back.
Yeah, it's funny.
Looks like you're doing just fine.
Since you're doing okay, get to your feet on your own and come back with me for the mission report.
Hey, that is no way to talk to your captain when he almost died from a mission.
So I see you still remember who you are. Good.
Ugh. See, this is what I hate about all the red tape.
Thank you so much.
Good work.
Hey, remember you promised to chat over tea with me?
I did promise that, yes.
Yep.
But let's do that when you actually have time off, which should be right after this. Yeah, this should be where the fight is now, question mark, I guess. Gotta go over to the thing first, though.
Me? All right then.
Yeah, he still has some of my favorite animations. At first, I wasn't sure what to think of him. But, like, especially after I started playing, I was like, oh yeah, I like this dude. I'm gonna guess you can fight the boss here. And I'm gonna guess that's where you get the thing. Rach, can you go out this way? Nope. I do, however, wish there was an easier way of accessing his standard skill. I wish that while his other skills on cooldown, if you press the skill anyway, it still does his standard skill. That is an optimization I will probably put into a thing later for him. I'm going to send in so many feedback tickets, you have no idea. This game, I feel like, could be great. It just has a lot of individual issues. I'm going to go to the front, because I don't know where I have to go after this. But at least I can go in here now. I was expecting it to actually have people, though I didn't realize it was abandoned. 2 days? Oh, wow. Oh, Python's message. Number 2, sure. Doing it. So this spot doesn't work. That's not working. I do have to go around fully open.
Good afternoon. Here, I really like this flower tea, so I asked them to make one for you.
Hey. It's got a nice flowery fragrance in it.
Oh, I love this blend.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't think I'd have been able to finish the commission at the manor the other day without you and Skia. So it only makes sense that I share the reward with you.
Aw, come on. We're only doing our job, and it's just so happened to be what you were doing too. I mean, I'd rather see what we did as helping a friend. Speaking of which, though, how did your clients do after that?
Yes, I've also been curious about that. Considering we just skipped 2 days.
Well, Mayue lost his vocal capabilities because we got rid of the Nexus for him, so... In a way, I think I failed to live up to my promise to them.
Yeah, he was caught by the anomaly and was made the temporary gardener. The gardener does the talking for the anomaly, also serving as its nexus. You could have contained the anomaly, I guess, but either way, the collateral damage was not something you could have avoided if you wanted to save him. Separating him from the anomaly.
Right. My clients tried to help me feel better about that, too. They told me that they saw this coming because they'd spoken with a doctor and had been told that kids could end up being aphasic if they stopped talking for too long. But in this case, an anomaly ended up being the cause. But my clients told me this. People who truly care about him will always be patient enough to understand what he's trying to say, no matter how he chooses to express himself.
Those who truly care will always be patient enough to understand the thoughts of those who can't speak.
Oh, what did you say to Mayue when you spoke to him in sign language?
Oh, it's nothing. It worked wonders on the teenage boy, though. And I'm glad that did the trick and brought him back.
Is that so?
I mean, he literally all he said was, "Hey, I'm here to help. I need you to break free. Can you tell me your name?"
Yep, of course.
And the thing that made all the plants wither in an instant, was that your ability?
No. My Esper is nowhere as powerful as that.
You sure about that? I don't think that's true. Based on some of the story stuff I've read of him.
Well, fine. My ability is plant talk, and I had a meaningful and soul-touching
Nah, it's not quite as
conversation
big.
with the plants in the glass house through a frequency neither of you could pick up. I asked them to wither for a second to clear out a path for us to save the kid.
Alright. Sounds legit. Here.
I mean, heck, his ability is called Verdict in Autumn.
He made this in bed in the hospital and asked his parents to give it to us. He didn't have a message for us, but I knew that this was meant for both you and me when I saw it.
To the big bro with the soothing voice.
I think this flower is more suitable when you're trying to thank your parents and teachers.
Well, aren't you a good teacher?
Yeah, I mean, in the end, people assigned meanings to flowers, words, and phrases. No need to fuss over it.
That reminds me of like all the people that are like. There's a lot of weird stuff with like people being confused about language on the internet. People are like, who decided what these things mean? I'm like, people did over time. It's like why a lot of words don't exist anymore. Because sometimes people just stop using a word. For example, the word goon used to just mean like a henchman. And now it means to masturbate, pretty much.
So... When and why did he learn sign language? No, never mind. It's nothing.
Huh. Even though you were totally going to ask me something?
I decided to drop it since I didn't think you'd answer me anyway.
But I like what your client said. How did it go again? When you do care about someone, you will always find a way to understand him. So, why don't you try caring for me? My answers might be right here.
Okay.
Understanding without language, huh? That sounds fantastic.
That's the right song one. Cool. Yeah, I do like that those are like all the like spin-offs are actually just like I mean I guess it makes sense to call it a spin-off, but it's like it's just character quests. And what I like the most is that sometimes they're like characters, but it's not like a character if you know what I mean. It's sometimes it's an NPC or who's currently an NPC. Saki, I believe is her name, from the rhythm game thing, is one of the spin-offs. The spin-off, despite the fact that you're spending most of the time with Haniel, and it largely surrounds Haniel a good bit, it ends up, or as well as Aurelia, it's actually named after her, which is really interesting. Alright. And then we get Anomaly Hunt Serenity, which is very nice. Let's go do this really quickly. Feature locked. Why? Whoa. That's new. Wait, what? Anomaly commission. Oh, get here. Hold on, where is it? Oh wait, this is the one area that had a missing one. Okay, cool. I'm gonna quickly go over to the simulator. Where's my car? Oh, it's right here. I am slowly getting more and more used to traveling around, like by memory. We're doing a lot of that in the past day or two. Getting more and more used to just knowing where things are. It's really nice. Actually, just quicker to get all the way up. I do remember that there's a pretty long driveway up. So, it's like a manor manor. Surprisingly enough, though, the place itself is actually pretty small. At least smaller than you'd expect it to be. It's definitely not like small, small. It's definitely a like a big place, but I don't know. I expected it to be bigger. Oh, oh, weird. This is so short, but that other one's so big. Also, this is why I don't like running with him. For some reason, his hair shows up. Now I can fight it directly. Let's see, yeah, they removed the kit from it.
Found it. Thousand eyes awaken.
Hey, what? That should have been a special one. What happened?
I'm gonna show you how. Underboss, it's our turn.
Me? All right then. Words spoken aloud must be honored. Shh. Keep quiet. Flawless. Perk up your ears.
What you see is an illusion.
Tried to dodge with it. One.
Friendly fire. Keep quiet. Yo, chit chat going. Let's confirm it. Blessing or a curse?
Oh, that's so cool.
Now I need to get some good sleep.
See, look. Yeah, that is one of the things that makes me feel like this game was super, the game was not ready to release.
Welcome to where you belong.
And now we have this thing, which is what I needed for him.
Back to work again. Fine.
So I haven't really been upgrading this. So I could get this thing. Okay, I already had a bunch of the stuff needed to upgrade it. Yeah, it's actually like a good piece for him. What does this give? Okay, yeah, I haven't seen anyone who uses that yet. Funnily enough, they don't make it to where you need that for him. It's interesting. But yeah, okay. So I was thinking of buying that one just directly with keys because I have like 50 keys or something. But I do like how easy it is to get arcs. I will say that. There are still a few arcs I'm missing. I'm missing this one, which you get from Never Ending Arachne. And then I'm missing two more. Wealth is not found is judged by Mammon, only the warrior you've chosen. This is obviously for beating Mammon. I'm not actually sure how you're supposed to get to it. I think it's possible that I have to do the last thing there. I'm not sure. And then there's this one, the Quid Offers with Necropeta. So yeah, this is the one I'm looking for. These two, I'm pretty sure, is Mammon and Necropeta, because I know you can fight Necropeta. However, I do not know where and how. My only guess is probably... Well, this is something, but I'm not sure what. And it could be some of these others. I have no idea. Either way, that's it for now. I now have this area open. I have Bite Song's signature arc, or best in slot arc, rather. And that's pretty much it. That's all I really need from this quest.